guys, welcome back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm D'Amico. This dude over here is Bane. And today we are doing single malt whiskey. Sorry.
Like it.
Which whiskey are we doing?
The Del, and you're going to eat me up, the Dalwhinnie.
Dalwhinnie. You know, like from not South Park, Family Guy, Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Will Wheaton.
What?
From Star Trek, Will Wheaton.
What are you talking about? Anyway, we got the 15-year-old Dalwhinnie. We got a port already, nice golden color. This is a Highland Scotch, and I'm pretty sure it's you can get it anywhere.
Yeah, readily available. It's a Diageo product, so yeah, those guys have this stuff everywhere.
And as a little special thing, D'Amico and I were kind of bantering back and forth today about just kind of like foods and pairing and all this stuff. And you know, I happen to look in my fridge, and here I see something of a bacon smoked cheese, which was something that he kept on bringing up. And as I looked in there, I was like, why the hell are we not pulling this stuff out? So I have some bacon smoked cheese here, and we're gonna decipher the whiskey a little bit, and then we're gonna try it with some cheese, because we really think you should be trying your beers, your wines, and your spirits with these cheeses.
Yeah, cheeses in particular, yeah.
Sure.
I know a lot of scotches go with cheeses, dark chocolates. I mean, all sorts of different foods. You'd be blown away. Google them things. Talk to some of your local restaurant chefs. Yeah, you'll be blown away with some of the things that they can come up with, ideas of pairing foods with booze. Holy snap, can you get behind that?
All right, let's get into this. Smelling on this?
Little straw, little vanilla, hints of caramel. I don't know. There's a sweetness. What is that?
I think you're definitely getting honey there.
Honey.
And you know, and I'm telling you, this honey is definitely it smells like it's straight off the comb. You know. I mean, it's fresh. Yeah, I was laughing. I fucked up earlier, but anyway. This just screams honey, this nose. It does. Sweet, subtle, nice. I mean, I'm not getting the alcohol bomb. That's wonderful. You get anything else?
Not a whole lot more, but, you know, that's just me. I do want to talk about age statement. Not age statements, but the age of this one's 15 years. Single malt whiskey, obviously. This is my favorite range. I like a lot of 12s. There are a few 10s that I absolutely adore. But 15, 16, 17, 18 years, I love those personally. Some people totally dig the 20s, 25s, 30s, and more and up. I mean, the comments that we get, have you tried the 35 years? No, because I can't afford it. Tell me about it. Send me a bottle or something. I don't know. To each their own. Whiskey is, a personal thing to a lot of people. I love all sorts of whiskeys. I will never turn down a 25-year anything. Definitely.
I sure hope not.
But for price and affordability, I probably won't buy them as much. But for me personally, flavor-wise, I think that teenage age range for me, that just sounded pedophilic. I'm so sorry.
No, that's perfect. You're so right, though. You're so right.
I love that. They're not super young where they're just...
Young and supple.
They're kind of rough around the edges, when they're young. They're fully flavored, which I love. You still get a lot of that flavor profile in these 15, 18, 19-year-olds, whatever. Damn, that just sounds creepy.
At least you mentioned 18. That's legal.
Exactly.
It's legal.
I love that age range for single malt scotches in particular. I think that it brings a little more refinement that you get out of the higher end ones, higher age ones in the 20s. They start to add different components. They get a little softer. They mellow out a lot more. The older they get, I like the flavor. Like that mix, that ultimate mix to me is where you're getting the flavor profile and yet some of the essences of some of the older whiskeys as well. That's just my favorite age range. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. You're getting your bang for your buck at that price
Absolutely.
point there in that age. I mean, you're not this bottle right here. Oh God, I bought it a long time ago. As you can see, it's halfway done. But I want to say that runs around 35.
No, that's more than that.
Think so?
Dalwhinnie is closer to 50, maybe 55.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, damn.
For the 15, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I spent a lot on that. I thought I'd treat myself, obviously.
Depends on where you shop, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, but I would guess, 40 to 60, somewhere in there.
If this was $40, I would have bought it a long time ago.
Okay.
I could
Maybe
afford
I got a
$40. Those $300 ones, no. Sorry.
But you're right. Full flavor.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've already dove into this palate a little bit. And it kind of mimics the nose in a way, except for I'm getting a lot more oak on the palate than I did on the nose. That honey fades away. That's something that's very minute. It comes in towards the middle, maybe the end a little bit. Kind of a little bit of wine talk. Talk about layers, stuff like that. This thing has got a little bit going on. It's a little rough. But, that's what you're seeing with these younger ones. You're getting a little roughness, and that's fine. That's fine. This is young. It's vibrant. It's, it's 15 years old. What the hell?
See, I like this style. Now, I will tell you, this isn't the greatest 15-year I've had. This isn't the greatest even 12-year. I've had 12 years that are better. But I like this style where you're still getting the fruit. You're still getting the youth of the whiskey. Rough around the edges. Things aren't quite melded together quite yet. They're there. They're fusing, but they're not completely rounded, if you will. There's some good spice on this one from the oak. I love that.
Right.
The honey, the sweetness, like I said, the little floral, the caramel. It finishes off kind of creamy with a little vanilla action.
There's a little bit of smokiness without actually going peaty.
Mm-hmm.
Just subtle.
Like
nice.
a wisp. Like a wisp.
Sure.
Seriously, until you said that, I have the purpose to try to detect that small. I like this. I don't love it, but I like it. Man's been holding out, man. He drank all this and haven't even told me he had this.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you gonna rate this thing?
Out of the bottle, I'll rate this. I'll give it an 84.
84.
84.
Okay. This is a kind of a light-natured whiskey. There's not really one thing on the palate that explodes. On the nose was definitely the honey that took over everything, but the palate was just a bunch of subtleties working together. A little rough around the edges, like we were saying, but it works well.
It does.
I want to give this thing. Let's go an 84. I like it. It's a nice little 15.
We rarely nail it like that. Rarely hit the same.
On a whiskey,
That's too
for
funny.
sure.
That's too funny. All right. So we're going to change it up a little bit.
Sure.
Note that we didn't do this with water or ice. I probably wouldn't do this with water or ice anyway. bacon smoked cheddar.
Bacon smoked cheddar. It's not sharp cheddar, but it's regular cheddar. Thought we'd give this a try, and then we're going to go ahead and rate it again. So let's dive into this.
I think it brings more nuttiness out of the whiskey. Like the fattiness and the smokiness from the fattiness of the cheese, the smokiness of the bacon brings a more nutty quality. That almost almondy paste thing that I talked about earlier, ground almonds, makes it stand up a little more, actually a lot more in the whiskey.
I want to say it creams it up a little bit. And you're right, dude. This actually does work perfectly well. There's that spice kick on the palate that I was getting before. It's a little subdued by this cheese. Now, this can be any sorts of cheeses. This just happens to be one I had in my fridge. What the hell? Pulled it out. But it's, you know, if you find a whiskey that you find just kind of like just sitting on your shelf because you just can't drink it alone, pull out a nice piece of Gouda or, you know, whatever, a Munster or something like that. Nibble on that. You're going to affect the way your whiskey tastes. And you might find it more enjoyable. Obviously, it's not going to work 100% of the time, but I think it's working this time.
Mm. Yeah. I don't know if it's just because the cheese has bacon in it that I'm excited. But it steps the whiskey up a little more. Now, I do lose some of the minute nuances. Minute nuances. Wow. What the hell? Some of the faint flavors at the end, toward the end. But the honey, the nuttiness definitely stands up. The spice from the wood kicks it up a little bit. There's almost like a brown spice, like a, I don't know, like a clove or a nutmeg or an allspice. I don't know. Almost ginger quality. Did I say ginger? Like a ground ginger or something? I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot happening right now in my mouth, and I'm happy. Boy, I would seriously kick this up. I'll give this an 89 with the cheese.
All right, that's impressive. I am gonna, I'm gonna flip the script a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick with an 84 because I think this whiskey deserves an 84. But I tell you what, I think the whiskey did more for the cheese than the cheese did for the whiskey. They worked really well with each other. 84 is a great score for this. But yeah, I mean, just try it out. I mean, whatever you have in your fridge, try it out. Try your whiskeys with some cheese, even some fruits. What the hell?
For sure. Yeah. Grapes, whatever. Anyways, yeah, 89 for me. After cheese, post cheese. 84 pre-cheese. That kind of sounds bad too. You guys know what I'm talking about. Watch the whole video if you don't.
This whole thing is cheesy.
This whole thing is cheesy. Alright, we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Peace.